The Three-Body Problem by Liu Cixin. Categorized sci-fi, hard, perceptive. Written by Chinese Earth male Liu Cixin in 2006, The Three-Body Problem is dear to my extraterrestrial claws indeed. The way, for instance, Earth scientists are misled and distracted is pure insight. Well done, Liu Cixin. The story is revealed via flashbacks, flash forwards, and in even the relative present. It begins during the so-called Cultural Revolution, a time when scientists could be mocked, derided, and even executed for sticking to the scientific principles rather than politically expedient myths. Of course, that would never happen nowadays, would it?
Then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do, either through the skin or in some other way. Right, and then I see the disinfectant, where it knocks it out in a minute, 1 minute. And is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or...
Ye Wenji, an astrophysicist graduate, sees her father beaten to death, and she herself is sent into a labour brigade, a kind of slavery. Serves her right for being so clever. By chance, she is recruited by two military physicists when her background and possible usefulness to the military is discovered. But useful only on the understanding she never speaks to anybody and that her existence could be terminated as soon as her usefulness ends. She finds herself high on a mountain at a military installation, so-called Project Red Coast, which has a massive antenna system and high-powered transmitters. Initially, she is employed to develop ways to destroy military satellites of other nations. But by chance she discovers a way to use the sun's microwave cavities as a radio amplifier and basically turns the whole of the star into a massive antenna. She sent out a signal into the galaxy in the hope that aliens might free the Earth one day. 8 years later, she receives a reply. It warns her not to transmit again, lest she give away the location of Earth to nearby, potentially aggressive stellar civilizations. Disillusioned with the human race as she is, and who could blame her, take a look at yourselves. Anyway, she transmits once more, giving away the Earth's position. To cover up her betrayal, she kills both her husband and the other physicist who brought her to this place in the first instance. Years later, Ye Wenji befriends an American ecologist, Mike Evans, and reveals the contact to him. He is heir to billions and despairs of humanity's impact upon animal life on the planet that he shares. When he inherits his father's fortune, Mike dedicates his funds to contact with the Trisolaris civilization, the civilization which replied, and gathers followers and other like-minded believers aboard the ex-oil tanker equipped for trans-star systems communications. With the help of the Earth Trisolaris Organization, the ETO, the Trisolarian civilization prepares to escape its own star system and embark upon the colonization of the stable paradise they believe Earth to be. They're in for a bad surprise. But the journey will take several centuries, so the Trisolarians devise a plan to halt Earth's scientific development so that the planet will be easier to subdue once they arrive to take ownership. In the present day, Wang Mi, a nanotechnology specialist, begins to have psychological issues. He sees a countdown in the sky, amongst other places, and comes to the attention of a cunning detective, Shi Guang, who is investigating the deaths of other prominent scientists, many driven to suicide. To help deal with his problems, Wang Mi begins to indulge in the immersive computer game Three-Body. Through the game he learns much of the background to the development of the Trisolarian system, a civilization shaped by the random orbits of three suns. It is the impossibility of predicting the long-term movements of these stars which give both the novel and the computer game their names. At random times, the Trisolaris are either fried or frozen, and then they have to start again, through thousands and thousands and thousands of centuries. The game, it also turns out, is a gateway to joining Mike Evans' Earth Trisolarian organisation, the ETO. Wang Miao does so undercover and reports back to the detective Shi Kuang. He learns the Earth may well have only a few centuries until the Trisolarians arrive and humanity is wiped out. He further learns that the Trisolaris used a particle accelerator to send 2 sophons. These are the size of protons, undetectable by Earthling science, yet they comprise 11-dimensional supercomputers which would be larger than the galaxy if unfolded into the 3 dimensions of normal space. These, it is revealed, are the cause of random accelerator readings and the hallucinations experienced by top scientists the world over. At the end of the novel, these different characters reflect upon the changes humanity has and will have wrought upon it. Only Shi Kuang, the detective, can sound a hopeful note. The Solaris consider humans as bugs to be easily squashed upon arrival. But Shi Kuang points out that humanity has been squashing all manner of bugs since the dawn of time, yet bugs are as numerous and as powerful as they ever were. How prescient. This book is but one of 3, with much more to learn in the following volumes, no doubt. The Third Body Problem by Cixin Liu. Most definitely and incontrovertibly highly recommended.